Hey everyone, this is Bill Fredericks, also known as the Perpetual Athlete on FitTallahassee.com. And today I have another quick talk for you about heart rate zones. Now heart rate zones are often left out when we're doing our physical activity, but they could be some of the most important things to know when you're beginning your exercise program. Now the reason is because we have various ways in which we can train, and this way we can utilize those heart rate zones to get the most out of our exercise. So this is a great way to sort of figure out your heart rate zone. It starts off with a simple equation called the age predicted max. And basically what that is you take your heart, or you take this number here, 220, and you subtract it by your age. What you're going to get is a value. So in my case, 220 minus 36 equals 184. So 184 is my age predicted maximum heart rate. Okay? From there, what you can do is you can take that number and you can multiply it by 3 percentages that are going to give us sort of a specific value for a specific focus of training. So in this case, we have 65%, 75%, and 85%. So I would take that number right there, 184, multiply it by each of those percentages, and it's going to give me these values right here. So the bottom value would be 120, the optimal value would be 140, and then the top value would be 160. Okay? So just basically what you want to do is not work below this value and not work above this value. Okay? Now each of these values here give us sort of a specific training goal here. The bottom value is going to be a fat burning zone. So at that particular value, we tend to burn a lot more fat as a fuel as opposed to carbohydrate. The optimal value is our aerobic training. This is where we're actually going to strengthen the heart muscle and get that kind of aerobic conditioning that we want so that we can be better efficient at using our fuels and exercising. The final is, the top one is the peak training. This is where we're trying to become athletic. Okay? And when you do peak training, usually you're not going to be able to work as long as if you are during our optimal range here. Okay? So basically what you want to do is work through each of these heart rate zones, and what it's going to do is give you each of these specific values. Again, I do suggest that you try to work at the optimal value, and if you want to try to do something like high intensity interval training, then you might want to work yourself up to the peak training. Okay? That's all I have for you today. Thank you for listening. Have a great afternoon.